Has he got a remote control?
He does. We're talking about John Kreider. He's getting us on the air here for Coach's Corner West here from Bucyrus High School this week. And we're going to be talking tonight with the spring sports programs because this is our, believe it or not, our final show of the year. So we're looking forward to getting some insight on the upcoming spring sports season. We are brought to you in part by Adam Weisner and Associates at Advanced Fiber Technology, Coach Tim Plumley at Mohegan Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation, Matt Studer at Spitzer Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Kia in Mansfield, Rob Lust at Edgefield Animal Clinic in Marion, Matt Ramsey, John Ziegler, Drew Young, Frank Heinlein and Associates at Bucyrus Blades, and Roger Brown at Winks Lock and Safe. So we have with us first of all the Lady Redmen softball team. And Coach Pudge Hargis, welcome, Coach. Appreciate you taking your time out. Although, we'll probably talk about this a little bit, you haven't really had a lot of chance to get outside yet because of this weather.
No, well, first I'd like to thank the radio station, thank you, and thank the community for doing stuff like this for the kids. Yeah, whenever a kid's involved and you can help a kid out, why, whatever it may be in any form, well, I think that's great. And you're right about if you look out the window now, all you see is white.
We're looking at snow right now.
We have been inside most of the time. I think we've been outside twice, maybe all spring, and I don't know if we're going to get out again. Have a scrimmage scheduled Thursday with River Valley, which probably won't happen. I don't know.
Yep.
But
if it does, it'll be cold.
Yeah, it'll be cold and nasty. But I enjoy working with the girls. Great group of girls that listen about 85% of the time.
That's a pretty high percentage, though, actually.
You're right. I got a wife, and I know she doesn't that much.
And you had kids.
And kids along that way. But we're having fun. And the girls are enjoying it, I think. At least, we see some pleasantry among them. And great coaches that we have there. So good things are happening.
Yeah. And for the folks out there, this is how many years for you now as the head coach?
A long time.
Quite a bit, yeah.
I haven't counted that. Heath Sager left me with this job when he left.
I say it's double digits now, right?
Yeah, it's in double digits somewhere. Not as long as football, but it's
No,
long.
yeah. You'll be pretty old if you get to football level, right?
Well,
yeah. So, all right. Well, let's talk a little bit about numbers. You got numbers this year, pretty good. You're going to have JV as well, as varsity.
When we originally started, we had 25 girls, I think, sign up.
Okay.
And then it came time to show up and play. And right now we're down to 17 girls.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like right now. We've been in practice 2 weeks that we're going to have a JV. But the league has come up with something I think is unique and going to help our situation a little bit. We're going to play a varsity game. And when the varsity game is over, we usually have to wait on baseball for 3 or 4 innings anyway. Mm-hmm. We're going to take the rest of the kids, even though it might not be a full JV team, and play with some of the varsity players afterwards. Mm-hmm. So you won't lose the experience that we have. But
sure.
That's still in the works, but I think they're working on that, and I think they'll do that. I know of at least 4 teams already in the N10 that do not have JV teams.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And so they're working to get something going.
Mm-hmm. And going through, I printed off the schedules today, and I really haven't had a time to look at them in depth. But I know, for instance, like Crestline, so I'm not sure. They might have a softball JV, but they don't have a baseball JV. So there's a number of teams that are running into this with a numbers issue. And
yeah, I can. Winford's called us, Mohawk's called us. Colonel Crawford. There's 5, and these are legitimate programs
sure.
that have been running. Mm-hmm. We're just shorter numbers
in
softball this year, and we're gonna have fun. I don't care what else goes on. We're gonna have fun with this.
Yeah. Okay. And I told you before we went on air that I had a couple of questions for you, and I'm going to ask the same thing to Coach Maudsley with baseball. The N10's changed the way they scheduled the league this year. That for a number of years, it was league games were Monday, Wednesday, and quite a few Fridays.
Right.
Now everything's Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Do you like that, or do you think that's going to be a disadvantage? To me, I'd say it's a disadvantage, but your thoughts?
I have been against playing back-to-back teams anyway since the beginning. I thought we ought to go through the lineup once,
Mm-hmm.
and you may get a chance to improve, and then in the second time,
Mhm.
you play them, but not in the same week. Now, baseball's got a pitching problem,
Sure.
and that's why that we're doing that way, as I understand it.
Oh,
Right now,
For
you
transportation.
know,
Okay.
yeah, it's transportation and it's pitching for them. So, you know, it's a fair rule if everybody abides by the rule.
Sure,
That's what it
yeah.
is. In some years, you'll be better at it than other
yeah,
years.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the way it goes.
Speaking from a selfish standpoint, we broadcast the games on WBCO, and from our standpoint, it makes scheduling broadcasts very difficult because most of the games that we want to broadcast are going to be league games.
Mhm.
You know, yeah, it's fine that you play Van Loo, but we're
Mhm.
probably not going to broadcast that game. We
That's right.
want to broadcast the Winford game, or we want to
That's
broadcast
exactly
the
right.
Crawford game. And when they're bunched into Tuesday, Wednesday like that, and then it makes it difficult for us to spread out our
Right.
broadcast schedule. So I haven't done it yet. I don't know what's in store for me here. When I first saw that schedule, I thought Tuesday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I went through, and it was every week was like that, and every team. So we'll see.
Yeah, I would, if I cover sports like you guys do, I would let the N10 know about the schedule and the kind of problems that you have. I mean, they're pretty receptive to
Sure.
ideas, and
Mhm.
they may be willing to change something.
Yeah, yeah. It's probably too late to do anything this year, but
Yeah.
down the road,
Right.
is this really a good idea overall? I see what their strategy is mentally
Mm-hmm.
now, but
Yeah.
you solve one problem and create three other ones. So, and the other thing is, for makeups, I always thought it was great because if you played Monday and it was rained out, you had Tuesday to make it up.
Right.
Or if Tuesday was rained out, you played them again Wednesday probably, then you had Thursday to make it up.
Yeah.
So you could let the weather clear and you had chances to
Yeah.
do some, with Tuesday, Wednesday, it kind of limits your flexibility.
That's what athletic directors and principals and superintendents are for.
I haven't talked to
Make
Mr.
this-
McKeever yet, but I will chat with him. I know most of these ADs, so I
Yeah,
can get a
sure.
feel, for them, yeah, sure. All right, well, we're gonna talk to the girls here for a moment, but before we do that, we'll remind you that we're brought to you in part by Lee Plymel at the Plymel Insurance Group, Bucyrus and Gallion, Hannah Newton at Wendy's, Bucyrus and Upper Sandusky, North Central State College, Mansfield, and the Crawford Success Center, Bucyrus, Tabitha Smith and Associates at Waycraft Industries, Rod Steiger and Associates at Pizza Hut, Bucyrus and Gallion, the pizza provider for the coaches show, both west and east, so that's what you'll be eating after we get done with the show. And the Burkhardt family at Burkhardt Farm Sales, your Case IH dealer on the Manette, New Winchester Road. Okay, so we have with us the seniors tonight, correct,
Right.
Coach? All right, good. And first up, we're going to talk, so I don't have to ask you what grade you're in, because you're all seniors. First up, we have Lexi Payne. Lexi, how long have you been playing softball?
I've been playing softball for 6 years, so yeah, since my 6th grade year, but since 7th grade here at Bucyrus.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So you're a veteran now.
Yes.
You've been through the softball
The
wars.
whole ordeal.
What positions do you normally play?
I play mostly outfield center.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Center field, you always say the strength of the team is defensively up the middle. Catcher, shortstop, second base, center field, pitcher. Those positions are very key. Not that the others aren't important too, but you want to be strong there. So center field, an important position.
Mhm.
So what are you looking for this year as far as team results, personal?
I think as long as we stay consistent throughout practice and throughout our scrimmages that we're going to have, I think that we could really improve this year and that we could have a good team if we just stay consistent and keep at it.
Okay, good deal. Well, good luck on your senior year.
Thank you.
And appreciate you coming on the show tonight. Next up, we have Addie Rister. And Addie, I know that you just got finished up with basketball, and now you transition into softball. How is that, to make that transition?
I took my little week off in between, give myself a mental break.
Mhm.
But other than that, it's been really good.
Mhm. Okay. And chomping at the bit, I know you guys are, to get outside.
Yeah.
Because you can only do so much in the hitting machine and into the net and
Mhm.
that sort of thing. You need to get out there and get the feel of the game again.
Yeah.
And tell the folks what positions you play.
So I caught last year, and like every year before, I've always caught. This year, I'm looking to play shortstop a bit and catch when needed for the team. And
Okay.
kind of rotate those, do what's best for the team, because I had a knee injury during basketball season, and my doctors didn't really want me catching. So I'm trying to take it lightly on that.
Okay. Kind of change your strategy a little bit, Coach?
No.
Okay.
I know she can catch a ball, and we have some girls that are working hard at it, so. But the idea that you've got someone there if you need somebody
Sure.
is great.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes you don't want one person catching
That's exactly right.
25 games, you know,
Right.
that's hard on the knees and other parts of the body as well. Okay, so what are you looking forward to?
Probably staying healthy this year. Last year I broke my hand.
Oh,
so,
yes, I remember that.
Yeah, so I kind of had
And
to.
the dog bit your finger.
Yeah, the dog bit my finger the
I
year
remember that
before.
one.
Yeah, so I couldn't catch, couldn't throw. The past few years have been rough, so I'm looking to stay healthy and just do my best this season and kind of do what's best for the team.
Okay, good deal. Well, good luck this season, and
Thank
we'll be
you.
looking forward to having you on the radio.
Thank you.
All right, and next we have Madison McDaniel. And Madison, how long have you been playing softball?
I've been playing as long as I can remember. I was always in the little league
Sure.
teams, and then I just transferred to middle school and then high school.
Cool, yeah, good. And what positions do you play?
I played a little outfield in second, but I also pitch.
Oh, okay, all right. Pitching, you can never have too much pitching,
You
right?
do not, that's the name of the game in softball,
Yeah.
fast fit softball.
Yeah.
You gotta bring somebody who can throw strikes.
Mhm. There you go, yes. Okay, so what are you looking forward to as far as the season goes?
I missed out on my sophomore season and part of my junior season due to having ankle surgery, so I
Ooh.
really just want to have fun my senior season
There you go.
and help build like a strong foundation for next year's team.
Okay, and stay healthy.
Yeah.
right? Okay, good deal. All right, well, we appreciate it, Madison, and good luck on the season coming up. Next, we have Sierra Frost, and I know, Sierra, you've been playing outfield mostly. Is that's going to be the case this year as well?
Yeah, well, we had a few first basemen last year graduate, so I'm thinking I'm going to be mainly at first base this year, a little bit left field still.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And how long have you been playing? I know you've been playing the last couple years at varsity, but prior to that?
Prior to that, same as Madison, I've been playing since I could walk,
Mhm.
basically.
Okay, yeah. I would assume your mom really had a lot of influence
Oh,
on
yeah,
that,
she
right?
definitely did, yep.
For those who don't know, her mother was on the state championship team
Yes,
back
she
in
was.
1990 here at Bucyrus. So what are you looking forward to as far as, other than changing positions for the upcoming season?
Well, this season I'm looking forward to working with the younger girls. We have a very young program this year, and I'm looking forward to getting, potentially some players that would be on JV to play with varsity this year.
Okay, good, yeah, get them coached up,
Yeah.
as you might say, and then they'll be ready for when you five
Yeah,
seniors
get
are
some
gone next year.
experience, yep.
They'll be ready to go, okay. Well, good luck with the season coming up. And finally, we have Adriana Clark, and Adriana, what positions do you normally play?
Mason, I mostly play outfield.
Okay, all right. Again, good outfielders. You know, sometimes people always say, we hide people in right field. Not really. You can't hide people in right field because that's a long throw to third base. There's a lot of ground to cover there between the center fielder and the right field line. So really, none of these positions are unimportant. They're all-
It's hard to get girls to play outfield in high school because prior to that, outfield is like the boring zone.
Yes.
But in high school,
At the
it's
lower
not.
levels, that might
Yes.
be the case. You can
Yeah.
maybe hide somebody in a field.
Yeah.
But when you get up to top level, varsity softball, there's no place to go.
No.
You have to play that position. So, what, you play other sports as well?
I do cheer and tennis.
Okay, all right. So you're pretty busy year-round?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Good deal. And what are you looking forward to as far as the season coming up?
I'm just looking forward to having fun and improving. This is my second year of playing, so just a lot of improvement as a team and as an individual.
Okay, good deal. Well, good luck with the upcoming season, and I know you guys are going to be leaders. You've been leaders in other sports and in other years in softball, so I know that will continue to be the case. So we appreciate you coming out tonight, and enjoy your pizza, you guys get the first shot at it. It's going to be a little crowded tonight with 4 segments we have. We want to remind you that we're brought to you in part by Blythe Freely and Todd McDougall at Freely and Company Insurance in New Washington, Ted Coder at Monarch Body Shop, New Washington, The Ohio State University at Marion, a Big Ten education close to home, and Dwayne McCombs at Poet Grain, northwest of Marion. Mike Kleinite at Ag Credit, Residential Lending, Bucyrus, Mount Gilead, and Marion. Dr. Thomas Britton at Clubview Vision Center, Dr. Erica Schieber at Bucyrus Veterinary Service, and Luann Krebs at River's Edge Embroidery, Screen Printing, and Signs in Marion. So, for the coaches, we have Coach Joe Burling as well, assistant coach, is here tonight. How do you see? Did you get new faces out that you didn't have out last year as part of that 17? Probably not a lot because your numbers are kind of down. But is there anybody we're going to see maybe coming on the scene that we didn't see last year?
We have Brooke Dennison on the team this year.
Okay.
She came from Northmore last year.
Okay.
So she's a junior coming in, so she'll be new.
Did she play softball at
No.
Northmore? Okay.
I
so
don't think she's played softball since she was maybe 12 or so.
Okay.
Um,
She's a
so
good athlete, though.
She is a good athlete, so that's always nice to have, and she's smart and knows the game. We have some freshmen coming up that you'll see on the field. Haley Stratton is one of them. But like Madison said, like we have a whole group that lost a whole year from COVID, younger ones that are now our older ones. So, and injuries have plagued softball teams. So, like you'll have Kendra Blizzard out this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she'll be a good pitcher for us. But the other ones I think are all mainly ones from last year.
Okay. All right. And I don't want to put you guys on the spot, but how do you see the league? And you don't necessarily even have to include yourself in that, but
I just happened to bring a sheet with me here.
he's prepared for my questions.
And last year, Mohawk and Crawford win the league. They were both 12-2. I think they both got all their people. I know Crawford's got most of their people back.
And Sheets is back at
And
Mohawk.
I understand that their pitcher's going to run track and that type of stuff instead of play, but I don't know if that's true or not.
That's easy to say before the season starts.
That's exactly right. And Mohawk was there, and Upper Sandusky was in third. Winford was right behind them, has graduated a lot of seniors. I look for us to be very competitive in this league. We've got we only lost 3 seniors. One of them was a pitcher. The girls have all had experience playing. And in practice, they show me where they want to get better. And we work every day, getting a little bit better, and pretty soon it'll come out. It's an understanding of the game right now that we're trying to get to them. They're swinging the bat good, they're throwing the ball well. So I think we're going to have a good team. I think we'll play high above 500. And if we win the league, it'll be great coaching. Won't be much of anything. If you can finish above 500 in this league, you've got a pretty solid team, because it's tough competition. I've said all along in this N10 that softball might be the strongest sport of all of them combined. I know basketball and some of these other things, but to be competitive, everybody competitive, I'm not so sure softball's not the most competitive sport in this league. And year in, year out, why you see that when they go to the tournament at the end of the
Sure.
year. So I expect us to have a good season.
So you're leading off with your first league game, or your first game is Mohawk, right?
Yes.
Right, well, yes. We were supposed to play a doubleheader with Crestline on Saturday, but they moved that because they have something going on over there.
Okay.
So we're really going to start with our league. It's going to be Mohawk and then Crawford.
Okay.
2 teams that won the league last year. We're going back-to-back early in the year, so we got to get ready.
And in the middle there, I see Galleon on the schedule.
Yeah, and always a Coach Sports good team. And anytime, the great thing about Northern 10, we don't have to travel far. You know, the girls know the girls, coaches know coaches. It's a great little league.
That's the part the radio really likes. Last year, I don't think I had more than 2 or 3 games outside of Crawford County. It was just really nice that I was able to keep all the games really close. The broadcasters like that, the fans like it, and so
Well,
yeah,
I
the
tell
league
you-
is nice. Yeah.
Last week, we traveled to Tiffin to play at Tiffin University inside there. And I forgot how long those rides were when we were in the
Sure,
NOL
yeah.
and you travel all the time.
Norwalk,
These
yeah.
rides,
Yeah.
the kids are there.
They were always long.
Mhm.
And we're back home and it's better for the kids.
Yeah, yeah. And if you do schedule a couple of those long-distance non-league games, you can do that on a Saturday.
Yeah.
When nobody's pressed for time, you're not gonna run out of daylight, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, works out pretty
So
good.
I'm impressed with the impact.
Okay, good deal. We'll be looking forward to that. When I get the broadcast schedule figured out, I'll let you know when you're gonna be on the radio.
Yep.
Okay, Coach Pudge, Hargis, Coach Joe Burling, Bucyrus Lady Redmen, appreciate you coming out tonight. Next up, we're gonna be talking to the track team from Bucyrus High School.